All right, so the Detroit Lions are probably about to have their biggest test of the season. I don't think this is their biggest game of the season, but it's definitely the biggest test. You're talking about a potential Super Bowl matchup between these two teams, and it's going to be a good game. The last time we played this team 2 years ago was James Houston, breakout game. He's no longer on the team, and I hope the Detroit Lions use that same game plan to play the Buffalo Bills this time. The Detroit Lions at 12-1 face the 10-3 Buffalo Bills in a game that is huge for a lot of reasons. One is matchup reasons. This could be a potential Super Bowl preview, a test of powerhouses, right? But it doesn't necessarily hurt the Detroit Lions. It'll be a loss, but it won't have anything to do with like a conference or a division. The Green Bay Packer game was a bigger game than this one, and I hate to say it, or I argue that the Chicago Bears next week is a bigger game than this one because it is a division game. And although the Bears are fighting for their playoffs lives right now, a division loss would hurt us in the long run much more than a loss to the Buffalo Bills would. But the Detroit Lions, they got a big test. This team put up 40-something points on the LA Rams, and Josh Allen is an absolute nightmare. He's always been. Let's take a look at the ESPN Gamecast, the matchup predictor. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. The Detroit Lions have a 57.2 chance to win this game and a 42.4 for the Buffalo Bills. That's actually a surprise because I'm surprised that nobody's trying to take this win away from us. These two quarterbacks are almost going neck and neck. I mean, they both have over 20 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 252 out of 393 for 3,033 yards with 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Jared Goff, 276 for 381 with 3265 with 25 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. I keep seeing the 5 interceptions from the Texans game. And if they weren't there, this is MVP. He would have better numbers all around the board than Josh Allen. That 5 interception game might have single-handedly hurt or destroyed any chance Jared Goff had at MVP. Look at James Cook, leading rusher, 157 carries, 723 yards, 11 touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs. Wow, man, look at this guy. Only, what are we talking about? 21 more carries with 178, 1,016 yards. He has almost 300 yards more than Cook off 18 more carries and 1 less touchdown with 10. Shakir is their leading receiver. Man, what a difference no Stephon Diggs makes. Wow. And this guy is a yak master. 65 receptions, 735 yards with 3 touchdowns going against our guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 81 receptions, 863 yards with 9 touchdowns. They're kind of similar players, too. That's going to be a great matchup. When we look at so the tickets are going. I saw that the lowest price is like $425. Shout out to the homie that hooked me up with a ticket. I truly have the best fan base on the planet, in my opinion. Damar Hamlin, questionable. Quentin Morris, Taylor Rapp, that's a big deal. Rasul Douglas is out, the former Green Bay Packer. Dalton Kincaid is questionable. Trevor Nowalski is out. That is the only person that's out for the Detroit Lions that was on the injury report. Last 5 games, the Buffalo Bills lost to the LA Rams, but before that went 4-0. They've gone 4-1 over their last 5. And of course, the Detroit Lions are 5-0, winners of 11 straight. Something has got to give on Sunday at 4:25. So what do I think is going to happen? And it's going to be a spoiler for Lions Syndicate. This is going to be a big game. And I think this game is not only going to go a big way in determining the number 1 seed in the NFC, but also the NFC North, because we've got winning keeps us ahead. All the Detroit Lions have to do is win, and we have the 1st seed and the NFC North for the 2nd straight year in a row. But I think the Detroit Lions are going to win this game, and I think the difference is going to be Ford Field. Ford Field has become a place that is tough for the opposition to play. I was there. It is loud. I would suggest that you get you some earplugs if you go to Ford Field. Ridiculous. We were responsible for false starts, delay of games, burn timeouts, the whole 9. I think Ford Field is going to be the difference. If you go back to 2022, we took this team down to the end. I mean, and we had Jerry Jacobs and I forgot who our other cornerback was in 2022. Josh Allen had 23 seconds, got into field goal range, and walked it off with a field goal. And that's how they beat a 2022 Detroit Lions. I think the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. I think Ford Field is going to be too much. I think the way that you do it, as you can see, their leading receiver is got 750 yards. Their leading receiver is Shakir. The way that you win this game is you have to be disciplined. You cannot break containment. If you are on a guy, when Josh Allen started to scramble, you got to let the people to account for him, they got to finish their job. You cannot leave your guy to come up. This guy is always looking to throw. He is always looking to throw. Don't fall for the pump fake. Don't fall for the fake slide. I think the Detroit Lions, if they stop, let Allen do whatever he's going to do on the ground, make him throw, because that's how you're going to win this game. Because we saw what happened. 4th down and 2, took it 20-something yards for a touchdown. Josh Allen is a nightmare, but we've played him very well before. I think the Detroit Lions are going to win this game. Not sure if it's going to be a shootout or low scoring or whatever the situation, but I think the Detroit Lions win this game. They go to 13-1 with 3 games left and will be pretty much a game or two away from securing the NFC North, man. So let me know your thoughts. Who wins this game, and how do the Detroit Lions do it if you chose them?